And in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got it down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm the best, did you know?
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Get this dub blown.
Regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jansen. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. Now Patterson to start the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Patterson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Play fake. Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Hi, go.
Moore, the man in motion. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Panthers now are 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action. Jansen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Cousins on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd down, Jansen got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard, and he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jansen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Larry Ogunjobi collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Cycle. Stick. Back up.
Operating from the gun. Jansen taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On play action, Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Play action now. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Red. Red. Yellow.
To throw on second down. Jansen trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They go play action. Cousins hitting London, coming across the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and 10, it's Patterson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Patterson again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell. Coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position.
Check right. Smith red.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Cousins throw taken in by London. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That completion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Cousins to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now again running right is Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane that could really break off a huge gain. So he got where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. It's a positive play for the offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Montgomery running right. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
One more time with Patterson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Coup for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, right? Right, right.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Atlanta, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
Sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them.